Dark Souls.
Melee is the Dark Souls of fighters.
Hey, welcome to the Allston Melee podcast. We've been live this whole time.
Starring
Patti,
Brian,
Michael.
Ted Green.
And this week we're coming at you hot with some juicy TMZ level information about whatever we're talking about.
who's dead?
Who is dead this week?
I like the TMZ is just like, who's dead right now?
No, I like those guys.
They meant that.
Wait,
No, I did mean
you
that.
meant that.
Oh, okay. Bring him back. Who is dead? Some guy just died in a park.
We're loud. They can hear us. He can hear us over the sanitization fucking
Prairie
hand
Wolf, baby.
sanitizer.
Can I smell it?
Yes,
I heard it's bad.
Don't smell.
It's bad. It's bad.
Ted brought it. Was
Oh,
like
my.
it was like it's bad. It's like rubbing alcohol, right?
It smells like alcohol.
It smells like Rubinoff.
Yeah, it smells like straight liquor. It's made by a liquor company.
Old times.
That makes sense. They have it in excess
Yep.
Just added extra liquor. Now it cleans you.
from the inside out.
Hey, Mike, I like the beard you got going on right now.
I'm bearding now.
Yeah.
It's noticeable, my beard.
Well, I'm sure Stream can see it. You know?
Of course they can.
It's so visible.
Stream has it looking on the.
Can Stream? Can you see how it just avoids the chin?
Does it really?
It kind of goes over like two arching bridges.
I think it's mostly shut up, Ryan. It kind of collects the chin and then doesn't chill out over here, but it does start sideburning a little bit on the
But see,
side.
it
Sorry,
does it.
Mike.
It does it. 'Cause it starts sideburning and it's like, I'm gonna skip the chin strap. We're gonna go right
Good, because chin straps look stupid.
Because
Sorry,
your
Mike,
face
I threw
knows.
the tennis ball up for Ryan to spike it at you.
You ever play wall ball?
Yeah, wall ball's fire.
Wall
Wall ball is fire.
I'm sure you loved wall ball.
Yeah.
That's a very
Wall
Patti
ball.
game.
You strike me as a huge wall ball.
Brutal.
You
I mean,
know where to catch me on the recess court.
Did you pelt in wall ball?
Oh, yeah. At Catholic school, I was pelting people.
That's so sick. More of a
sure.
Foursquare kid.
Nasty at Foursquare.
Played a lot of Foursquare at camp.
Did you guys have spike as a rule?
Yeah.
Spiked?
If
We
you're,
had-
if you're playing big boy rules, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We had
Share
rules at camp. It was all about if you're in the Foursquare, you create the rules.
Yes, that
And,
is what we
people
did.
were very liberal with the rules they chose. You probably had a lot of casual rules, but there were a lot of cool ones. Like Airborne was a classic one. That was a good big So our cabins are based on age. So if you were in the oldest cabin, you would just be like, oh yeah, we're doing Airborne, which is you can do aerial hits,
Yeah.
and you fucking just like you get the ball, you start airborning, you back and forth with yourself, and you just fucking fuck some little kid up.
Pretty sick. I love fucking up kids.
We would only play with kids our age at camp, and then
Well, they got in line.
no,
It's like, all right, fuck
but
you.
we were all segregated out by age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
But it was good because then. But when you played with younger kids, you'd always just be like, "All right, no spikes."
Here it comes.
Yep.
Then they get angry, and then they fucking just start
You
yawning.
kill a guy.
The kids by my grandmother's house used to play Foursquare a lot, and I never played Foursquare, so I'd come by and they'd be like, they were like younger crowd, so I'd like come by and be like, oh, can I play? And they'd be like, yeah, and then they just fucking fuck me up at Foursquare. I'm like, I'm going home. I don't really have fun here.
Foursquare's tough, dude.
You guys are like 3 years younger than me and just body me at this game.
In a sport.
Speaking of getting bodied at a game,
Yeah, this fucking dude. These fucking dudes.
these dudes
These fucking dudes.
on meth, like their whole state is.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't tweet the video we made for the. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay.
Mine's doing great.
Go ahead,
Video
guys.
deployed.
Local Florida man ruins everything.
Ruins everything. It's like local old man yells at cloud. Fucking, who is it? Who are we talking about? Plup?
Who's the suspects?
What happened?
Hungry box.
No.
Nope.
Shiz.
Not this time.
Shiz.
Yes. So Plup, Shiz,
And then one other dude, but
Forrest,
Forrest
and Cobalt.
Mewtwo King.
And
Mewtwo
Cobalt.
King.
and Cobalt. And Cobalt had the nicest apology about it.
So okay, what happened? So 4 Florida players entered a Homemade Waffles Rona Rumble, which is its first debut on the East Coast, which is a paid net play tournament, so paid entry, and it has
Uncommon.
locked regions.
We tried.
It's honestly the first successful one. At least that's like
How many entrants?
it gets a good amount on the.
Good shit.
It gets like
I don't know.
It's like 50 to 70 people.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's treated as their competitive, format.
Yeah.
Like they have the Trade the Trash Man West Coast
Trade the
tournament
Trash
where it's like $50 prize pool. It's just fun, whatever. But regardless, the Rona Rumble East Coast debut. 4 top ranked Florida players enter, all smurfing with made Smash GG's accounts so that they could enter the tournament because it was state locked. So
For West Coast?
no, for East Coast, because it's his first
Yeah,
East Coast
okay.
tournament for Rona Rumble. They got in, they played about 2 sets, and then they were all like found out and DQ'd. And the main reason they were found out is because someone beat Nunn. Nunn's round 1. He got 2-0'd by them.
Why was Nunn playing someone from Florida?
He's chilling out over there, I think. Right
Because
now, right?
East Coast. Well, it wasn't Florida. Florida wasn't supposed to be entered. Was the thing.
yeah, Nunn is
It was East Coast, but like Florida, they used a fake account to enter a tournament. So that's why it was like, not only was it like, Coball playing Nunn, but it was Coball in Florida playing Nunn in Canada.
Yeah.
my bad. It was Pluck, Forrest, Crudo, Cobalt. I don't know who we said before, but that was the correct
Shiz.
players.
Shiz was there too, though.
Shiz did his own Smurf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, separate Smurf?
Yeah.
Shiz is not part of the crew.
Part
No,
of the
no,
Smurf
no.
army.
Shiz wasn't doing a fun thing. Shiz was like, I'm
Shithead state.
entering this tournament.
I hate
Florida just vibed on the same way.
dumbass bitches. I hate
to
those
be
guys.
fair, the East Coast completely neglected them. As far as like, you can't enter this. So they're like, we want to enter this. And now Brandon has a South one.
They fucked up.
They can, when they, don't enter it.
Yeah.
But like, I can see why they're like, we're going to enter anyway. It's not that bad.
All right, so before we get to reactions, let's just put it in our perspective. So say we hosted, let's say we put the $300 into a real net play tournament. We did paid entry.
Whoa.
What do you mean a real?
What do you mean real?
We went all out on the paid entry. We got 70 entrants. It was our biggest AMANO yet. We had all these top players entered, and then 4 Floridian players entered who are smurfed. Would we DQ them off rip the second we found out?
Yes.
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 I'm gonna do step by step. Yeah.
If they're,
We have a rule against that.
It depends
We do.
on. It depends on how funny their alt tags are.
What do you think our reaction is off rip to learning that our whole bracket is fucked?
It's
because
funny.
of 4 Florida players.
First it's funny, and then you go, oh, and then
Shit.
you realize that the whole thing is fucked, and it's unfair to a lot of people, and then you have to DQ the people.
I'm probably pissed because I want to put their names in the title and I can't.
That's a good one too.
You
Why
know?
just enter?
I'm like, I would have loved to put Plup in my title. Plup. Why the fuck do you not just enter as Plup?
Okay, would it make you more mad if one of the players who is smurfing asked you if they could enter and you told them no?
And then they enter anyway.
And then they smurfed
of course.
Yeah, I mean,
on a different
furious.
smurf than what they just previously were trying to smurf on.
I'm
Because that
furious,
is what
yeah.
actually happened.
I'm not furious. I'm disappointed. I'm
So,
dead.
you're
I'm
mad.
pissed.
You're mad because Phil and Waffles both acted pretty emotionally after.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
And we're like, definitely took this personally and was a little bit of on-site on it to just random Florida players. Like, they definitely brought that to the arena. And I just thought that was I thought it was funny. Like, I didn't expect them to react in such, like, an aggressive way. Even Phil being like, yo, fucking apologize,
Yeah,
bro.
easily.
I'm calling you out.
He was saying that to Forrest.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Forrest, Phil had made the tweet that was like, dude, like, I saw a Plup speak apology, I saw Cold Balls, haven't seen shit from Forrest, like, added him, give me the apology.
And then,
And Forrest deleted his Twitter account.
which is the pussiest.
Really?
Yeah.
But
But then he
in
ran it
a
back, right?
yes, but he came back
Oh.
and he made an apology, and he was like, hey, that was bad.
All
I
right.
understand.
He
But
ran it
also, when I got up that morning, not only would the tweet have 1,000 likes, but like his dog died or something, like literally.
back. All right, yeah.
He was claiming
His dog died of corona.
He was claiming multiple things, being like, "Listen, my life at that moment was really bad,
Yeah, that's
and now everyone's adding me, telling me that I'm a terrible person, and I had to leave,
Sounds like karma. Let's work in the Netflix tournament, or your dog will die.
or God will kill your dog,
Jesus.
Rest in peace, Forrest dog.
Yeah.
or
That
something
sucks.
like that." Or
Honestly,
family member or something.
understandable on Forrest end.
Yeah, oh no, we put it that way. It's like, okay,
Cool.
I get that.
Yeah, and I think if it just happened, the reaction wouldn't have been what it was. But when it happened, and then Brandon definitely took it personally and let everyone watching know that he took it personally because it was stressing him the fuck out. Obviously, we'd
Yeah.
be stressed out too for figuring that out. But I think from the reaction of watching everyone see Brandon not have a great time with something he was excited, made everyone be like, "Yo, fuck you guys."
Yeah, of course.
Like more than they would have.
One of the
Because if they
boys.
just smurfed and then Brandon was like, those rascals, DQ button on Smash GG, get out of here. Sorry to anyone who has to play none in losers. If he just reacted like that, I think that people would just been like, oh, you guys, you plup, trying to fucking win the bracket. But because he acted so like, you know, fuck, this sucks, everyone was like, shit, I hate plup right now.
Honestly,
what was
okay.
Pupp's tweet? Pup was like, "What? Am I canceled right now or something?"
No, he said cancel me, go.
So
It's like, I'm ready, cancel me.
I'm ready, dude.
Cancel me.
Just fucking cancel me.
It's not an apology.
This is Ryan's new hero, by the way.
I just subbed the plup. Like, I can right before this.
Yeah, like you're like, I like it better than mango now. And then you press the
say
$5.
that.
You said $5. You press the
I
button.
said I really enjoy how he'll watch HBox stream Ultimate tournaments, and then he'll pop off with HBox.
Yes!
Yo, super similar. Thunderpaste has been watching Younger's runs on netplay tournaments and has been like insightful commentary / just like, let's go, Max.
And like coaching too.
Yeah, it's so tight.
very good.
It's so great because like, and I was telling that to like Ted. And Ted's like, "Oh, it's Max like shut up, Travis." And it's like, "No, Max is like Travis. I forget how to play. Like you gotta like, what do I do with this Ganon, dude? What do I do?"
Yeah, if you
Travis is like, "Narrate him, just narrate him."
If you see a Thunderpaste live link, click it just for a minute.
Yeah, check it out.
I've watched. I've tuned.
Popular young man, already affiliated.
Yeah.
He's going off.
It's cool. It's good. There was a thing before that though about
Plus younger.
plup.
Oh.
You subbed to Plup.
Plup.
You're a huge fan.
Huge fan, and you know what? He had a dumb apology. Apparently,
It's a bad one.
I didn't see
I
it.
saw it.
What did he say?
It was like really like he meant. I think I'm sure he meant well, but his tone was just like
Whatever.
yeah.
That's
It was like,
it's Plup's tone though.
I get it, but it's still stupid. You don't do that.
Yeah, it was super like, sorry I smurfed in the netplay tournament, guys.
Yeah, it's like that's not
Roll
good enough,
eyes.
bitch. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
What, Ted?
As someone who is not, in tune to the drama as much, and
Unbiased perspective.
yeah,
Saves it for your
hasn't
mama.
seen it. Yeah. Why are people mad about this?
Because it was for money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
There was money in bounties, and I think it's just how Brandon was doing his thing on the West Coast. And he's like, it's going so well. I want to give back to the East Coast. Out of the kindness of my heart, we're doing this for pop bonus and all this stuff. And I think Matt.Zev also put money into this tournament, like he did for ours, like for bounties and for pop bonus.
Yeah.
So for Matt, it's also like, okay, like, I just paid for Plup to beat none. Like, no, that's not.
Brandon set it up pretty well, and he was like, imagine if you paid entry for this tournament, you were seated around 32nd to 33rd, but then you had to play none in your first round of losers. And you paid for this tournament, and you knew that none is there because of, like, illegitimate reasons. Especially if the person who just got DQ'd after and out of the tournament. It's like, fuck, dude. Alright, now I'm just gonna lose in losers to fucking none, obviously. Because none there right after goes on a run. But Brandon, damage controlled pretty fucking well. He was like, anyone who had to play these players gets a free entry to the next Rona Rumble. He was like, yeah, that's reasonable. And then he was also like, these players aren't DQ'd, I'm going to open up a South tournament. And everyone was like, oh, you're the man for that. Especially after being like, they ruined my tournament.
So if you let them play it out?
No. So they're DQ'd, but now he's hosting a tournament for them.
So why wouldn't he just let them play it out and be like, hey, everyone who loses to them?
Because the bracket would have been pretty messed up. They had top players there. Like every single pool had round 2, we would have lost, is the way I would have put it. You know what I mean? Us personally making it to round 2 would have been an accomplishment at that tournament because of how stacked it was. And that's a net play tournament.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I can see why people, it's paid. I paid money to play here, and I just get bodied for dumb reasons. I get it.
The way I was going to put it, which backfired on me as I was thinking about it, was what if I went to a major? Or not that I went to a major. What if you guys all went to a major, and then I was there, and I won. And I won. And I won. I was off of there on grand finals of the entire tournament. He was like, "What is happening? Michael is playing really like he's fucking wobbling, even though he's banned or whatever. He's kicking ass." And then I win the tournament. And I get up, and it's a skin suit, and it unzips, and it's fucking army. Yeah.
I'll pop off.
Immediately, that's why I was like, I was like, oh, that sucked. But also, that'd be fucking cool if Army was wearing the Michael suit the whole time. He's like, I won the tournament.
Yeah, he just like, he goes backstage and you just walk out and you're like,
It's
yeah!
all rude.
He does the rap right there.
It's like, what happened to real Michael? And I'm in a closet somewhere. Just like tied up.
He's playing Val in your room.
Where'd they go? Anyway, no, that does suck. And also, it just sucks that it happens to one of the. It had to happen to one of the most like nicest, down to earth, really cool person who does a lot for the scene people in Melee, which is the Homemade Waffles.
Yeah, he's definitely hosting the tournament just because people want it. Mm-hmm. He's not hosting this tournament to make money off of it. So that's cool.
Not at all.
I was saying that Brandon, he has many superpowers and many skills, but I think one of them is the ability to forgive people for doing awful things to him. You know, definitely really talented at that. So I admire him.
I don't know what you mean though. Like when else has that happened?
Oh, just smurfing,
just that,
and probably like mean YouTube comments.
Oh, you think so?
Stuff.
Could they be in real life
stuff
too?
Like that.
Like really?
You know, I can't remember.
No, actually, one time saw him talking to this girl, and she had actually cheated on him multiple times, and he said, "No, what? She's still cool. She's a friend." And I was like, "Wow, what a nice guy."
What a simp. That's not the word. I don't know. I was trying to be mean. Homie Waffles is a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He still says hi at tournaments whenever I go to him.
That's a made up.
It's
story,
nice.
by the way.
We love him. Yeah. we love friend of the podcast for sure, and I hope he did handle the situation well in the end. I think, and even like you can be mad about people ruining your event. That's fuck them.
I agree.
That's important.
You know what else happened, Ryan?
Old stuff happened.
Old.
Speaking of old,
I actually
people,
don't know about this. I just love complaining about the person we're about to talk to about.
Oh, you mean okay?
Oh, we're talking about a different thing.
No, the other Smash beef thing.
So the beef, apparently.
So you guys remember Evo?
No. What is that?
Briefly.
Evo. Yeah, you really.
You wise sage, you.
Evo. Leffen wins Evo, and the payouts are fucked.
That's swag though.
So Leffen makes a tweet, and even more swag. Leffen goes, "I will share my money with all of top 8 to help compensate for the bad payouts."
Didn't he just say 7?
I mean, whatever.
I think he just said 7.
I don't think he did because I remember Mango being like, "I don't accept Leffen's money."
Oh, okay.
Pretty smart.
Fuck off, Leffen.
Ow.
I'll take my $100 or leave. So he's like, I will spread the wealth. It'll be going great. And then
wait, what do you mean the payouts were fucked? Some people didn't get paid?
No, there's terrible like
the way Evo pays out is just bad.
Yeah, like
it's like 70, 10, 3.
It goes down.
No, it's really bad.
It's ridiculous.
Like 7th place gets like I think it was like $20. Like it was like some terrible amount for getting 7th place.
Like, I think it might be around $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's literally trash.
How much does Leffen get?
The winner gets
all of it.
All of it, pretty much.
How many monies though?
I don't know. Who knows? Way more. Like fucking 7 times more than the person getting 7th place.
I can look it up right now.
We're Smash. We don't care about payouts.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Just percentage
He
wise.
won Evo. You know how much more important that is than winning 10 grand?
Yeah, that's what I care
Historically.
Yeah. So a lot of money. And fucking Hacks talking to Leffen tweets about the whole Smurfing situation. It's like, man, it's really shitty that people aren't like, sticking to their word and like, honoring what they're saying and being their own person and standing by themselves. And then Hacks quote retweets that and he goes, "Yeah, man, like the honesty is so important. Kind of like how you never paid me for Evo." How you make this big tweet about it and you never paid me like a single cent.
To Hacks' credit, he has been shooting the gun every chance he gets on Twitter. And by that I mean, every shot he can possibly take. He's
At anyone
shooting.
or?
No, I mean like his Twitter's been out of control in the good way. Like for instance, he said
he's on a rampage.
"I'm so happy Hacks' fucking money is back." Like that's the level of content that he's been trying to bring to his Twitter game. So by shooting at Leffen, I think that makes sense for the current Hacks content.
And SJ also jumped on and was like, "Yeah, like I also would like my Evo money. That'd be cool. But you pay me too." So it was a whole, And I think it is kind of that what you're saying, Patty. It's just like Hacks is like stirring it up. just like trying to get.
I like how they're both just like entitled. Like they're just like, "Where's me money?"
Well, you said you're saying Club's being dishonest by entering as a Smurf, and now it's like, well, you're not being honest about your own words. So it's like, why? So hey, if you're gonna preach about honesty, then are you gonna tell me you're not paying me, or like, what's the deal here?
Yeah, honestly, it is kind of like
I accept that.
Like we made a bet on a set, and then you never paid me, and then you go on Twitter and you're like, I can't believe people aren't paying people for sets.
Yeah.
For side bets. And it's like,
that,
bro.
It's like Leffen though. He's just like that.
Yeah, he just says things.
Yeah,
He literally just says things on Twitter.
People shouldn't get a pass though.
I've definitely said this story
He doesn't
before.
get a pass. I just don't care. He's not around. He's
That's
my
fair.
friend.
I've definitely said this story before, but we were at an after party at one of the Smash parties, and then Matt's like, shots, and it's like groups of people come over, and it's like me, Matt, a bunch of other people, and then Leffen, and then Matt buys shots for all the people, and then we all cheers, and then Leffen passes the shot to someone on the left of him who doesn't have a shot, and then just walks away and acts like he just took a shot. And in that same way, Leffen not paying out,
Leffen's a fake bitch idiot, and I hate him.
saying something he would do and then not doing it.
But like, what's new? This is just the same storyline.
Well, doesn't mean you can't call him out for it.
I guess that's
you know. Hey, Leffen's shitty. Well, let's try to change that.
Call him with the subscription. Thank you, friend.
Hey, there you go.
A friend of the podcast.
Who's this? I didn't hear.
Come.
Come.
Good old come.
If anyone was curious, at Evo 2018,
Ted's done it now.
Yeah, how much money was he working with?
7th and 8th got, or I guess 8, whatever the fuck, $135.
Wow, why mad?
What was that?
I mean, that didn't pay.
Leffen got $8,118.
So there's a disparity.
When I first, sorry, continue.
Beating all those people at
In the
that
way he
tournament
did.
in the way you did, in the way he did, kind of deserves $8,000.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not saying it doesn't, but also like
if
Second got 2,000.
If Hungrybox is getting fucking $12,000 for winning an easy quote unquote summit, then you know, give Leffen some cash. But yeah, he should pay people.
there's a payout too. It's fucked.
When I looked it up at first, I looked up Evo 2019 because I'm like, of course, Melee was there. It's Evo. And then I was like, Xbox One, this guy. Who the fuck is that? How come I don't remember these four people again?
So all in all, I think Leffen is great and awful in two different ways.
No, he's trash.
Like there's a thing where Leffen calls out people for things I wish.
I don't want to be in the mic eating.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I get that.
He calls out people for things that I wish I could call out someone for. Like, you know, like maybe I'm like, oh, Armada, you can't act like that. You're retired. You can't call Hungrybox bad or something like that. And he calls him out. And I'm like, yeah, Leffen, I agree with you. But there's also so many times where I'm like, God damn it, I wish I could call Leffen out. But, you know, I disagree with your take. But there's no point in me just being one of the Twitter fodder.
No, I get it.
And then I see Mango call him out. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you.
Favorite that.
But it's like such a constant like fucking come on, I wish someone would call you out on this. And then like, oh, I'm happy you're calling someone out on this.
All it does take is the catalyst. The one person whose opinion probably matters to the person who is the not victim, but the accuser or whatever the fuck. The person that you hate in the situation is that there's a bunch of people who are probably mad about it, but because you're so low on the totem pole, nobody gives a shit. Until there's the one hero who rises up from the fucking ashes, like Hacks or Mango or whoever the fuck it has to be, and they'll be like, he's right! And everyone's like, yes, him! Yeah. And then Leslie's like, and his forkhead tongue sticks out. And he says in the Twitter community, and he crawls back into his hole. But yeah, whatever. I hate this is the same thing that's always happens, and I hate that it has to keep happening, but it does. And whatever. I guess we're gonna have to keep on going. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't fucking matter. But
I think people should be held to their word, and I appreciate that. You know, someone was like, "Hey, Leffen, let's hold you to your word." And you know, the smurfing thing also, I think smurfing's funny. Smurfing is like kind of like, I feel, at least for me, was always kind of like a goal to like achieve. Like it'd be fun to enter a tournament as a Smurf and do well with a different character, and people would be like, "What the fuck was that?" And be like, "Oh shit, that's Ryan." Entering as Donkey Kong, tearing up the Mass Madness amateur bracket. but like it's, you know, it's stuff like that where it's like that's cool, and maybe that's just the Scorpion Master Mango effect of being like, that's, you know, something I've just grown up admiring. But like that's, I like Smurfs. It just sucks when, you know, people don't necessarily want Smurfs, and then it ruins someone else's time.
Papa Smurf.
I think it would have been a different conversation if they were in the state allowance. If Fluff was allowed to enter and then Smurfed and then beat None round 1, I think we would have had a different conversation as to whether they should.
It still sucks.
I mean, the problem with it, so also we didn't even mention this. The account they used was Fortnite Fred.
That's so funny.
What?
Shouts out my dude. Apparently we're not outing him anymore.
I don't know who it is.
Okay, cool.
Right,
I
I
thought
know
it was,
who it is?
I thought it was publicly outed. Yeah, I mean,
we've been saying it.
the OG Fortnite Fred is a friend of the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Project.
Exactly.
No, who was it?
It's mine.
But we've talked about that enough.
I knew that.
Speaking of Fortnite Fred, although he wasn't there, we hosted a tournament and it was fucking cool.
AMANO.
AMANO.
It was cool.
AMANO.
It was a really fun time. We didn't end up calling in Matt after the fact for the
We didn't know how yet.
There was a lot of things going on, but we didn't even. But Matt was in the chat and he was slinging bounties around, and the bounties made it like even better.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, we hosted in a net play tournament that was inspired by the Mass Madness 07 rule set. So we allowed 19 total stages. It was fun. We had a bunch of current players playing on a rule set they've never touched before, and therefore playing on competitive greens, and it was fucking wild. It was fun. Matt put a bunch of money in it, so people still took it seriously. It was cool.
It was funny to see how so many players like didn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
Like if you told me a 404 played fucking 2007, I believe you. Like it looked so natural. And other players like Tori, not so much. Tori was daring on Big Blue. That's gonna kill you.
Didn't know the vibe.
Didn't know.
Vibe checked real quick.
Yeah, that road fucking comes at you quick. But it was I don't know, man. I had so much fun just watching that and getting to experience.
That was a fun one, for sure.
And they humored us with going to different stages and
Yeah.
good stages.
Everyone was cool and played by the rules, which is awesome.
Coolest part is the person who won the tournament was trying to go random characters with literally every single person he played, and was trying to go the wackiest stages possible.
So they
shouts
did not-
out J-Not.
Yeah.
Tearing
Sounds
through
sick
bracket.
that J-Not just shows up and just beats all these New Jersey cucks.
By
Just like-
accident.
Don't-
He had a test to study for or some shit.
Dude, that's some J-Not shit, though. He
I don't even think he was seated in top 8 because, there was a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
How do you think he was seated? If only the team.
I think he was 9th.
J-Not?
Yeah, he was probably just in the outs because you gotta give credit to people that enter net play tournaments and who are net play tournaments. So although J-Not is a god, it's like okay, well Bones got 9th place at Pound Online. Let's give Bones 1 seed.
Thorn has won our tournament before. Kim has won our tournament before.
Yeah, exactly.
These people have gotten 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
J-Not's good, but we don't know how he fares in the net play world. And I don't know if J-Not necessarily proved how he fares in the net play world, but he proves how he fared in the 07 net play world.
Yeah, Mute City King.
Dude,
07 net play is like an oxymoron.
when J-Not's
It doesn't exist.
J-Not's White Marth came out on greens, and we got a little taste of
Ooh,
what was to
Ghost.
come.
The ghost of John Ward.
Well, yeah, the ghost of John Ward came out on greens early.
Yeah, that was tight.
We were like, oh, this is gonna be nasty. We were like, oh no, J-Not.
At first I was scared. I was like, he has big sword and there's bombs everywhere. He can hit it any moment, but I don't think he necessarily hit it. J-Not in chat, shouts out J-Not, says, hey, I got 33rd at Pound Online. So
Nice.
There you go.
Top percentile.
So look at that. So I don't go that far down. I guess.
we still seeded him pretty well. I think he was above. He was probably above people that he might have been lower than in an IRL tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because we at Allston Melee like to prioritize people who go to our tournaments.
And
Give
sub
them
to
a-
us.
Yeah.
J-Not. You're in there.
Thank you, Jen.
In the Illuminati.
Give you the solid 9. I'd love to do it again sometime. I would think that someone mentioned ledge grab limit during the tournament. It's like, yeah, in hindsight, we may want to just, add that to the rule set.
And the high rule.
Just because that,
HY.
that should be, you don't want someone fucking...
I feel like I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down for Michael
But,
41 billion
you?
to enter our tournament and try to fucking ruin everything we stand for. Like, that's kind of swag.
It is.
Imagine you like, yo, can we jet them to temple? And then he just camps them out. Like, that's kind of sick. Put it on stream.
I agree with Patti.
Like, all I'm saying is let's let someone break it before we do it. Sai has to prove to us why we should have it.
I was going to say, Sai couldn't do it this time.
Yeah, he did. He got 9th, I think. I think he was right outside top 8. I can't remember.
Yeah, he was almost there. I'm wondering if we need to edit some more, the rules a little bit though, because like I feel like no, someone can correct me on this if they entered, but like no one went to Peach's Castle. I think we can just.
But I love Peach's Castle.
But like that's a bad stage.
But it matters in the full random.
It
if
does.
You're counterpicking random, then all those stages suddenly matter so much more.
I think we have a perfect stage list.
So, live on stream. I gave it back to you. You dropped it
It's right there. It's on the ground.
Live
Still
on
the ground. I
stream.
never picked it up.
Let's decide the next week of Mono's rule set. The page is not live yet, so
Wait.
you can do whatever we want.
Okay.
So let's decide Amano's rule set. We had a crazy rule set, so I think we should probably wane it in.
I thought we were just going to go back to normal.
I mean, obviously normal, but I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Do you want to do a free entry? Do you want to put money?
Oh.
Like, what are we doing?
It's definitely free to enter.
Yeah, my bad.
That's for sure. I was also thinking we just go back to an old, an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, an oldie but a goodie.
Keep
Keep
normal
normal.
style.
I have a crazy idea.
Red shells only.
I would explain why you bring it up.
This is based off some conversations that might have happened in the Save as the Title tournament. What if we host a Smurf tournament?
And nobody knows who anyone is?
No one knows who anyone... You can enter as your real tag if you just don't want to make a new Smash G account. You can do it.
Is random seeds though?
Well, at that point,
No. We'll seed... If you enter as your real tag, we'll seed you as we think you should be seeded.
we'll see based on tags.
Yeah. But we encourage people to make a Smash G account that
fuck
we
up,
don't
right?
know and just run it.
And it's because the pool system is really bad, right?
Well, it's not. It's just because, like...
No, sorry, I didn't finish that statement. Like, in challenge. We couldn't just do it in challenge?
What do you mean?
I guess,
The only reason, to be completely honest, the only reason we use Smash G is because it's so convenient for online brackets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What
Yeah.
a perfect time to capitalize on the smurfing craze. Then now, there's a smurfing
We
tournament.
can sit on it. We don't have to actually decide, but
I'm locking it in for my vote. My vote is locked in. I'm
an
locking it in.
encouraged Smurf tournament.
I'm all for
I
it.
think that we should just culture a culture of smurfing.
Just make a Gmail, make a Smash G,
Smurf tournament.
I mean,
Smurf tournament.
I think you do have to make a Gmail.
I'll pimp it
It's
out.
easy. And making Gmail is so easy.
I'll make a Smurf. I'll make a Smurf overlay.
Fun fact: I worked at Smash G. I don't think you have to make a new one. You can just put in any email, and then I think you can get.
Oh, the RuneScape method where you put in any
I don't think there's.
at Comcast.net.
I'm pretty sure Smash G is asking me to confirm my email currently.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Okay, so if we had this Smurf tournament,
Yeah.
I would throw some money in for it because I love throwing money at things, and I think I'd be willing to put maybe like
Who was that?
a duck. You stepped on a duck.
Gus.
Gus.
Gus, you fucking pig.
Shouts to the people in this podcast or in the chat who know what Gus is.
And those who've met Gus.
It's our ghost. We have a ghost.
Spoilers.
He's
It's not a
shy.
mystery.
He's shy when the windows are closed.
Anyway.
Money for winning the tournament, money for best tag.
Ooh.
Voted on by us.
Okay.
Best tag's kind of a good.
I like that.
There you go. Boom. You have it. You heard it here first.
That's the next tournament.
Best tag, best winner.
Can I name this
Both
one?
get the money. Can you name? You can't.
It's named AMANO, actually.
Can it be AMANO ... something?
Yeah, probably Smurf something.
Smurf.
Probably Smurf in USA or Smurf in East Coast.
Sure, I'll figure it out.
I like Smurfing USA.
But that's kind of Smurf in USA and East Coast that play tournament.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Just include everyone, but like just
Smurf in USA, parentheses, East Coast only.
Exactly.
Smurfing USA.
Smurf in the what's the ocean we're on? The Atlantic.
The what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smurf in the Atlantic.
Oh, nice. How about... What the hell is happening?
Don't worry.
Okay.
You'll never believe it, Michael.
Is that all for Mono?
I mean,
That tournament was fun.
I had a good one. That was a good one. We all had a great time.
404 Craig continues to just be nasty.
He's so nasty.
Can't wait to see what that dude is like on land.
I know. What a weird realization to think that we are gonna fucking see him soon.
My iPad's
One day.
Yeah, no, I can hear myself too. Just feeling like we're getting a call.
So we're gonna talk to
Everyone boot up.
special surprise.
We're booting up. So we have a guest. I think we announced this literally nowhere. We had nowhere advertised this, which is in hindsight.
I advertised it on my post.
You did? Okay, thank God. I was like, it's not on Twitter. But I don't know. Just
Mike, join the thing so I can make
But
sure.
we're gonna have a call with Bonk.
BonkCushy, and y'all get to see Bonk. Our
You guys
friend
know
Bonk.
I'll let you know when you're live, Bonk. Don't worry.
Yeah. Join.
We're in.
We have kind of a cool way of doing this.
Oh fuck! Am I muting? Hold up.
So how are we doing this?
All right, hold on. We're fine. Don't worry, guys. Someone stall.
Okay. To stall you guys, I'm going to tell you what happened today. I went to work in my room and had a meeting, and it was okay. Is that going?
I have no idea how to do it.
I got it. Don't worry. Keep stalling.
All right. To continue my stall, I will say that I was really impressed by 404 Craze Mewtwo in the AMANO bracket. That the Green's Mewtwo was so flame.
He did have his Flames Green's Mewtwo.
Oh my god.
Did he lose though?
No, he won. He won that game.
one.
He got him to like 90%.
against
Up
Throw.
fucking up through.
Up throw.
Yeah, it was
All right,
fire.
and we are going to Bonk now. Bonk is on the screen.
Hi, Bonk.
Welcome to the podcast, Bonk.
Bonk, how you doing?
The
We
first.
all hear him?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bonk, did you watch AMANO this week by any chance?
Couldn't stay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, you got to see that match.
I think it was against Save, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might
Yeah.
have been.
Of course, Save's entitled to getting the whoop ass
Oh
on
my
our
We
screen.
did get beat to shit.
2 weeks in a row. Last week Jesse, and this
This
week
week,
J-Knot.
Fucked up.
Just New Hampshire, just giving the fucking ring around.
I have to say, J-Knot just got nasty randoms the whole tournament.
He did.
Every time he played random,
Yeah.
he got good RNG.
He did.
So
By that would mean not Bowser and not Kirby.
Yeah, he just did get the bad one.
yeah,
He did, if I remember
Yeah,
did.
correctly.
he had a good young Link.
Yeah,
He
no,
beat-
no
he beat Save's
projectiles.
yeah, just ran at him with the kick.
It was just
He just
kicks.
kick him.
Hey,
Yeah.
to be fair, Save switched mains after that tournament, so
Is
you
that
know,
true?
He didn't actually beat his main. But Bonk, we have our first virtual guest on our podcast.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Bonk.
Obviously, the circumstances, allow for this one. But I believe you're up to something cool, and that's why we actually have you on the podcast. So what are you up to, bud?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not going to things, it's still like kind of part of the community. So this is really what I'm trying to get at here. So like a little bit of like passing a baton as I'm seeing myself transition to other stuff, but at the same time re-engaging with the community in like a different like faculty. The past like 2 years has been me really trying to just like figure out what I wanted to do, and this is still part of that exploration. It's still like did some bar stuff, try to pick up the controller every now and then, and this one, I think that it makes a lot of sense, because especially during quarantine when people are really talking to as many people,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty excited, and of course all of you are welcome on, so we can talk about that at any point if any of you want to just feel like having a one-on-one with me. More than happy to facilitate some of that.
Pog.
And also, thanks for having me on.
Of course not.
Cool. Well, we were actually saying before, Dan, we're like, well, we were reading your post, and I love the part where you're talking about how you want to give people in the scene who don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other and were like, they're not us. We are all set on a
too
voice.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody to shut us up.
Although I'd be down for some cross promo.
Interrupt. I don't know if the stream can hear us.
Yeah,
I think
Patty's
Patty's
working on it currently.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I
Not
think
your
that
fault.
there's multiple problems with our. This is why we're saying the video call thing has been kind of an up in the air list.
You know what? What a better time to learn than the present. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because if we learn it now, then this shit will never happen again.
So I think we need to. Do we have the audio thing on our list, Patty?
All right, keep talking. I think they can hear him now.
Okay, let's do a little test. Let's all say something we're very embarrassed about, and if chat laughs at us, we'll know they can hear us.
When I was really young, I used to go downstairs and sit on my couch to masturbate instead of doing it up in my room, and I don't remember why.
All right, Dan, your turn.
You said-
Nice, dude. I knew it. I'm not the only one.
Dude, crazy thing. Me too.
Nope. I did not do that.
You didn't masturbate on the couch?
Did they hear us? Did they hear that? I saw an LOL in the chat. That's
That's
good.
probably.
That's
I mean,
good. Are we lolling?
Just keep going.
Just keep
So
going.
Dan, I have a question for you, bud. About your series, your conversation series.
Can I hear us? I don't want to say this if it's not for on the microphone.
They can hear you, yeah.
They can hear us.
We're in it.
Is it okay? Is it fine? Is this good for you guys? It's good for me.
I already came. Dan, what? Okay. Who is your dream guest
Oh.
on the Conversations with BonkCushy?
Dream guest?
Your
Do you have a
guest.
dream
Your
guest?
number one pick. If you had a genie, and the genie is like, I will grant you one guest podcast related wish. Who are you wishing for?
Who are you wishing for?
Oh man, I didn't.
Did I put you on the spot?
I feel like it's gonna be open for anyone who wants to come on. It's not really about like getting some of the
Some high profile.
as much as like getting into other people's.
Ooh, damn! I don't even know. That's a good question. I'm
think
gonna
about
avoid it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it.
I think the good PR answer would be like I want the person who thinks they have the least voice to come on. And voice
Yeah, that's my PR answer. I
Yeah.
speak in PR nowadays. Actually, it's like my job.
That's like what Pikachu speaks, right? PR.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Pikachu.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm confident Bonk can actually be heard by the stream, so the interview starts now. Go. This is what we're actually
Go.
starting from.
Bonk, give me a 10-word sentence about why you're doing Bonk Conversations.
And stream, let me know
Oh.
if you hear all
Alright.
10 words of those.
And it doesn't have to be 10, it can be less than it, but it can't be over or you're dead. You're done.
It can't be over shit.
Okay, quick, answer now. Top of your head.
Topics that we have to talk about. Topics
Nice.
that we
That's
have to talk
6, I
about.
think.
That was good. That was less than 10.
Nice. That's
7.
good. Was it topics that we have to talk? Oh, you're right.
Doubting him?
In New England Melee?
In New England Melee. That's
10?
That's syllables. Shit.
But to piggyback off what you were talking about before, I'm not sure if the stream actually heard, but you were talking about giving a platform to people who don't necessarily have that platform. I did watch, assumingly, your first episode with Huff, and I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
because I think Huff is absolutely one of those people.
Yeah. I
Someone running the GAR PR, someone who has a bunch of input into the Melee scene that we, don't necessarily have a lot of, especially someone who like cares about the stats. Stats nerds are super fucking important, and these people are like the people who really start to breed the narratives in the scene. And I thought that was super cool that you had him as a first guest. So I thought that was a pretty good summarization of someone who probably deserves a platform but doesn't necessarily have it.
He probably spent like double-digit, close to triple-digit hours on fucking stat stuff. Like, and I don't think that like people can sometimes like make these connections that there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in the community, not to like put blame because it's just like kind of like it's like a spotlight issue. Of course, we're going to want to spotlight the players, considering the players are the ones that are like the emphasis of all of our events and stuff. So like, it's not like anyone's fault. It's just more like, I think we need more, outlets which allow people to kind of like see what's going on, And also, I really wanted to talk about the college Melee stuff because I still think that that's like a huge opportunity, like in our local scene, because we have just so many colleges, like, Yeah, you said that you listened to a talk with Benji. Like some of those tournaments are getting double entrance, and some of the ones that we talk as the main tournaments. You know.
Yeah. It's
like
I was really I watched the thing too. I thought I was watched the VOD, loving the VOD. When you were live, I was clipping things for the AMANO thing, so I had to kind of keep my my focus on the audio there. But I watched it the other day, and it was cool. One thing I didn't realize is that Benji doesn't it's not automated, the Excel sheet. That's something I don't think people understand. That's something that he has to go to the link and enter in every single fucking result in one by one in the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I remember when people were talking about tracking head-to-heads, and I was trying to like do some of that, and I hit the eject button super early. I was like, what do we have to do?
it's fucking rough. And one thing I was surprised, and I know the answer to this is like, I like to do it. It's not a thing for me. If he made like a Patreon or something, like, I'd subscribe to that. Like he puts in a lot of work for almost nothing. He was saying on your show that like it was like a secret almost that he was still running the page. Like no one knew.
Really?
Tom one year was just like, hey, are you the one updating this thing that I could use?
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, like no one knew.
Yeah.
And he was,
like big appreciation.
And I remember him making posts. He was saying that he made, and I remember these posts on Facebook where he would post on them and be like, hey, just wondering who entered as this dumb tag and got like second place. And then someone would answer, and I thought it was just like a morbid curiosity of like, hey, who are these dumb tags? But no, he took those results and then put them into the spreadsheet.
Crazy.
Because he's like, oh, they probably want that counted, even if they entered it under a dumb tag.
Dude, he used to put in Ted Green as Ted G, or the guy in Rhode Island would it for Multi-Shine Mondays.
Uh-huh.
I was always in two places. My Multi-Shine account was different than my Ted Green account.
I remember like early, not GarPR or GarPR, it would be like Bonk, BonkCushy, Bonk space Cushy, notable Bonk. It's like
yeah,
that's funny.
Chick, no space, chick underscore.
Yeah, there was definitely a point in Huff's career, I'll say, when it went from, oh, there's this thing that's happening in the background to, oh, there's this thing that we're going to treat as the Bible that we will use for our PRs because this is the greatest thing that has ever happened to the New England stats world. Yeah. And it's like, we're finally giving him the acknowledgement that he should. Because there was definitely a long point during my mom's where I was just checking that thing just for being like, this is cool. I'm going to check this proceeding. No one really knows about this one.
Yeah,
I was proceeding a bunch.
I had always known about GarPR and not GarPR.
Yeah.
And so I just knew that it was a link that I could look
Everyone thought it wasn't updated. And I was like, dude, I know that there's this kid who's just all day on his computer. I just thought they're plugging shit in.
Okay, yeah.
But Huff, great guest. Dan, do you have any future guests planned? Maybe the next one? Maybe some insider information you could drop on our podcast?
He actually told me a couple of people. So he told me like Hockham. I believe it's Hockham, right? You guys know him?
Yeah.
Vermontio.
Vermont.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna see if I can get the main TO on.
That's awesome.
Who's I think it's like Dr. Lame. I actually don't even know him, so
yeah.
But these guys, they're New England too, so I'm curious. I don't actually know what we're gonna talk about too much, but I'm gonna reach out to them.
A Western Mass TO?
Ennis is cool. He'll be interesting to have.
That would be a good idea. Yeah. I should reach out to Western Mass.
But Ennis?
Ennis is, what's his name?
Hockham.
Young Hockham.
Yeah.
He got into the
Invitational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah. He's cool. He's in Vermont, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Famously.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. Oh, no, I pulled out my
Bonk. Dan. All right. Dan, I have a question.
Yeah.
How long do you want to do this indefinitely, or do you have like a set time frame for which you think this is a viable option for information to be?
It's gonna be indefinite, and I actually plan on having people on who've been on before on again. Like it's just gonna be a thing that I do, I think, for a little bit.
Nice.
And I'm hoping I can do it like once or twice a week.
Ooh.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm trying to be really flexible with it, considering it's still new. But I'm pretty excited. I mean, I think that this is going to be great. And at some point, I'm actually gonna get a box, and then I'm gonna probably stream me practicing on the box for a bit, see how that goes.
I remember Bonk.
Yeah.
Attempt 1 or 2, or one of the
Attempt 1 or 2 was short-lived. I think it was like I remember. I think it was like January 2018, or I think it was 2018. And I was in Connecticut, and like I hadn't been practicing too much, but I definitely blamed my controller for how I was playing, and I was like, I'm just gonna do box, and then that was a long time. But then I stopped because I wanted to like go into tournaments and like actually kick ass again, and then it didn't really happen as much, but it was cool. I don't know. But I'm excited to try it again, considering like I don't want to like play too long on my hands, which is why I'm not entering any of these net play tournaments. It's just a little too much of a strain nowadays. I can't really justify it as much.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of like a question I'd love to have answered by these guests you're having on. Like, what I want the everyman to answer, you know?
I'll sneak in here based on the guest relevancy and say that I would love to see. My suggestion would be either Ron Rijo. Am I saying that right? Ron Rijo. Or Lance. I can't remember his last name, but that is the current TO for the Rhode Island tournament and the current TO for PCG. Two people who are currently kind of in a rough spot. Yeah. And are clearly affected by the pandemic, and are people who are currently like reaching out to their personal scenes to be like asking for help because of they're so affected by like rent costs and things.
Ron, he pays his, all his bills with.
Hey, let's connect after this too, so I can just make sure I get the right people. I'm gonna definitely have them on.
Yeah, absolutely. So those people, I think
that makes perfect sense.
Cool. And related to the Vermont thing, Michael Rhett, I believe his name is. He's the person
he plays Pikachu.
Yeah, he plays Pikachu. He's kind of the main starter for the Vermont scene. He kind of realized that like there was all these cool tournaments happening in Boston and New England and Massachusetts dominantly, and was like traveling out to them when he had the opportunity because he was actually touring with his band, which is why he had the opportunity to Gang of Thieves. But he was a big reason in the Vermont scene. He started the biggest regional there. It was name escaping me.
Peachy Party?
No, not
his tag's Mokel.
This is the old one that Seabass used to win.
Yeah, he's
that we would drive out.
Super sick.
Oh, yeah, those were just my suggestions. As I think people who kind of fit the bill in terms of don't have the platform, but are definitely people who are pretty damn important in their seats.
I would say if you grab him, and he's probably busy, but it's a grown man of a family. But Jamie Clark.
Yeah.
Of Game Underground.
Jamie Clark. Yeah.
I feel like people don't, some people don't talk to Jamie that much, and it'd be cool to. He's got history with us.
Yeah, he does have
for real
with us.
Like you could really kind of dive deep in there, and then honestly, like,
these are really good suggestions, by the way. Like, I'm actually super pumped to reach out to these people and talk to them too, because like they're really like actually like underground, because they're like the venue owners for a lot of them too, and it's like they're really important considering like we have to work with like. They could even give a good perspective on like, hey, when you were approached, was it because of the game? Was it because of like, growth potential? Was it because of like something that they offered you when you came to them when they asked? Like what's the deal? How'd you get in here?
Yeah, that is an interesting angle for people who are currently so invested in the Melee scene. Where previously they probably were just, game shop owners. And now they have like legitimate interest and care about certain players, and it's cool.
And 30 CRTs.
Yeah, it's cool to just come from that to where they are now, and that's definitely interesting. Yeah, but we don't mean to take over your guest for your.
I mean, I would like to make a suggestion.
Keep doing it, Mike.
Go.
No. Get one of the bartenders from the Lafayette Club on. See what they think.
Oh no! I was like, yes.
It's like nobody pays their tab. We got kids that are like 16 down here drinking beers.
I'll never forget going down there with Patti for like one of these days, and I was like just coming off of like going to Tits Bunch before the model, like, and I was like, oh, you know what I can really go for right now? An Irish car bomb. And then the lady was like, no.
We're
not doing that. Jaeger bomb, and she was like, no. I'm like,
I think it was like the last Moam, and I like went and I like got drunk there, and I think that was the only time I've ever drank there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was Patty's last one. No, I don't think.
It wasn't
I think it was-
Memorial. It was the Patty's going away party. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Got you.
Well,
Yeah,
what
At
about
the,
Denny's?
at the end of Mom's lifetime, we realized that we are now of age and we can go down and drink in the cheap ass
Yeah.
bar. And that was a crazy realization.
It wasn't an option for for my mom's
Yeah.
entire history until the very end.
It suddenly became a huge benefit to where before it was kind of a negative.
Yeah.
Or kind of run out of the bar. But yeah, if you really need Bill's information, I can definitely help you out. He has a great thing to say about the
definitely.
melee scene. But I think the people that we gave you is great.
Mm.
Dan, I love what you're doing. Do we have any more questions on our end?
I'm still thinking about what I'm dying to know from these people
This has
throughout
really been
New
like a
England.
brainstorm pod.
I think the
Yeah.
biggest
Well,
thing
keep talking about things that come,
the biggest thing for people who might be wearing different hats in the melee scene is like what made you get into that. I think the question related to the James Yorks and people is pretty relevant for everyone. Like, why does Huff care so much about melee? And I think that was partially answered on your podcast, and I think that was great perspective.
It was still cool to see that his hat didn't change.
Yeah.
Like he was you asked him about the improvement question, which I really loved, and he's like, well, I'm still trying to get better at melee.
Yeah.
I'm not just a fucking Excel monkey.
Yeah.
I'm not just a TO. I'm also I'm still trying to get my fox looking nasty. That's cool. It's good to see TOs aren't resigning themselves to these roles. They're still trying to be every aspect of the game they love.
Exactly. I think that's so in my journey about switching hats recently, it's been pretty cool to be like, oh, well, improvement means this today, or it means I was watching Axe and Zane before I got on this, for example. It's just I love watching Peak of Marth, and that's a thing that I can do, but I can also work on, reaching out to people, talking to people, because I think that helps us move forward as a community in terms of our growth and stuff. Honestly, what I'm really hoping, so one thing that it just reminded me, so I was talking to Omar about this, and Omar's going to come on the podcast too.
Oh, I love Omar in there.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
So funny.
Omar's funny.
Yeah, for real. We were trying to do some collegiate outreach. I'm still really obsessed with the idea of using college resources to prop up our local melee scene, because there's just so much stuff there. Recently BC got funds to move over, I was talking to Dylan about it. It's they can get T passes to go to different tournaments. I think they might be able to travel even further than locals to do stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, for real. If what happens if Dimension gets sponsored by his college to go to fucking Big House or some shit? That'd be stupid. But
it'd be so funny because Dimension would go there and people would see it and be like, "Oh, it's a fucking college sponsor, or whatever," and then it's Dimension. It's oh shit, this guy's nasty. Fuck.
Yeah,
but
talking about the collegiate esports world kind of makes me sad.
Yeah.
When we talk about it melee specifically,
Yeah.
because obviously when we had Matazeb in full effect, we were at a level untapped in any region.
Bust 3. Dude.
Our region was literally filled by college students.
Bust 1, Bust 2.
And that was crazy. And then obviously things happen, people's priorities change. Yeah. But it just
the idea was too good. The idea had to expand. It would have been so good to keep it for us.
Yeah, and it was obviously still relevant for a lot of our melee lifespans, but it's definitely at a point now where it's collegiate esports is kind of irrelevant to melee, and that sucks because it was at a crazy point previously.
I think that in some parts of the country it kind of is.
You're right. I'm definitely talking New England specifically.
Yeah, which it sucks that it's not relevant here, but I've been to tournaments. I was at MomoCon, and there was all these dudes there from Texas, and I happened to be living in Texas at the time. It was weird. But it was the Texas A&M team was there because they had won Texas or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they were there for the South, and they had all gotten to go to, they'd all gone to this tournament. And they were the only Texas players there.
Cool
That's cool, yeah.
Could you imagine flying with the
cool.
boys of fucking North Carolina or whatever? Oh my.
Blues Clues clutched it so hard.
As Blues Clues does.
Blues Clues the blue peach.
So
and those crew battles in Texas were still really hype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one at
Because
MomoCon was hype too.
What Benji was expressing was that all of the collegiate people still find them really hype, and apparently their crew battles for what was it CSL were like really like engaging for all the different colleges. But I think the thing is that like I was pretty remorseful for that for a while, but now I'm starting to think it's aspirational, because I think that it was really like Matt's efforts to like actually get these people to like work within like it was partially that and partially the times because of the documentary. But like I do think that there's a lot of room. Like UMass Amherst probably had like triple digit like club registered people, and their tournaments were like almost like a mini scene, you know, like between different dorm rooms. Yeah, for real.
They were so
it's so good.
And to Matt's point,
paint.
yeah, that was so sick. That really felt like a sporting event.
Yeah,
like it felt. And to Matt's credit, like I think having a huge focus on collegiate esports is hugely beneficial. But I think the format that he chose was the best way to get everybody invested. Like making it crews and making it something that, you know, even if I'm an 0-2er, I can have an impact in this fucking. In this battle, like it feels different.
Crews is so sick. Any way you can encourage and play more crews.
I think it's the best format.
Yeah.
It's
for real.
It's the most fun.
It's so.
He's on to something, and the fact that we haven't put more effort into that.
But like even the video. There was a video on YouTube, which I'm sure you're aware of, Dan, explaining collegiate crews that I think you're in, aren't you? Aren't you a big part of that? It's like an oh my god, it's so much fun.
Some bar, right?
Yeah, it's like an East End girl, I think, or.
Oh my god, that one, yeah. So that was
it's like Matt explaining the crew battles.
Dan's in a maroon hoodie, a maroon DC hoodie.
Yeah.
Wow. Ted knows the video.
Dude, that's a throwback video. That so that was the first like actual tournament event I ever had gone to. And the whole like. Oh my god, yeah, that one. The whole reason I got into Melee was because of that crew battle. And then coincidentally, I got like a little spotlight on that video, and it was really dope. Westballs actually followed me after that. And then I didn't know who Westballs was, so I was like, oh, some dude who's named Westballs followed me. And then later I would have my beef with Westballs between infinite numbers, and then he'd eventually block me. But I think that's like a full story for that one, like. It's like, what a world.
So, I recommend you seeing it again. That video is so sick. I had a share your passion thing with the RAs I was working with, and I was like, oh, let me explain to you like crew battles, and I showed them that video, and it's just a good video that's like with all these sweaty nerds in this dark place screaming about Melee.
That video of the UMass Amherst versus whoever.
The Crow one? No.
No.
The documentary?
Like, the documentary. That one's super sick,
oh, it is. Yeah.
I think that was the first time I saw Zealous 5000's face on a camera.
God, that dude's so
No
nasty.
one ever forgets.
He looks like Marth.
Fucking hero.
God, I love fucking Devin. Watching him play KJH at some Nebs. Like, they had like this wicked tight set, and Zealous is so nasty. And all Tri-State knew him, and also like New England knew him, and so we were all just like yelling. It was whatever Nebs that KJH got flown out to, and like Kirby Kaze and a bunch of other people. I don't know.
Nebs. That's so. I think a question that's kind of we'll do this last one, and we'll get you out of here, Dan.
Word.
What are you planning to keep this New England, or are you gonna do? Because video calls can go anywhere. So like, what do you?
What?
Hey, I don't want to burst the bubble, but you can call anyone in the world. So like,
I gotta go.
any ideas for like people maybe outside New England, or is that a thing you've considered?
Starting here, I mean, how I'm thinking of it is like just like a kind of like a community platform. So like it's about emphasizing the people in the community that may not have had as much of a say in things, but at the same time, it's also like what we make of it. So I was thinking like even commentators might want to come on because maybe they don't have as much like of a presence, or they want to talk on an issue. So like that would also be open to anyone, you know.
Nothing.
Keep going.
Ignore Michael at all costs.
Oh no.
No.
It sounds like I need to have Michael on the podcast then.
You know what would be really good? Well, one, yeah. But two,
No.
I think Flambeau would be a pretty good guest. Even though
Flambeau would be a huge guest.
Yeah. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
I actually, so like, when Flambeau and I were in high school, we would go play Brawl at BU, and we were like, it was like a decade ago now. It's crazy.
God, hey, Michael,
Yeah, that'd be
pop
sick.
quiz. You know who Dan played in Brawl?
Is it Pikachu?
No.
Ice Climbers?
Anyone else? Anyone know?
Meta Knight.
No. Ted?
Link.
Olimar?
Bonky Kong!
Oh, you played Donkey
Donkey
Kong? I think I
Kong.
knew that from like forever ago. That's funny.
Bonky Kong's so funny.
Well, if you open it to the world, I would love to see Dr. Piggy personally. I know that she's
Dr. Piggy, that makes a lot of sense.
I
Yeah.
said pee-pee. I was like, you
Dr.
fucking
Piggy.
nerd.
I want to see Dr.
You're a
Piggy.
great guest. Get Mango.
That's true.
on it, too.
I've never thought about their tags. They're kind of the same. I want to see Dr. Piggy, the harassment force.
Code of conduct. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't exactly know the name of it, but yeah, that thing.
But I do like keeping it New England. I do. I think that's, we have a lot of people in our scene that aren't represented, as we all just listed. So, like, start there.
You got a long ways to go, Mr. Dan Cushing.
Yes, you do.
True.
And I can't
It's gonna
wait
be
to
a
watch all
grind.
your episodes.
Yeah, it was good. It was like, it reminded me of if the inner game of Smash was enjoyable.
And listenable.
You know?
Oh man.
Hey, I think similar to us, we are just here creating content that we would like to view as people. And I think you are doing the same thing in a different vibe. And I think the different vibe is needed.
Yes.
So let's go New England content. And we will support each other
Hell
as
yeah.
we should.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Exactly.
Before we kill you?
Oh no. No, I think that really wraps it up. Thanks for having me on, guys. Like,
problem.
this is sick.
Yeah,
And
no problem.
again, open invitation if any of you individually want to come on too.
No,
But
just shoot DM.
I got a long list at this point, so
I
we're
got a
gonna keep at
long
it.
list. That's a
Okay,
TJ.
so
Yeah.
tune in to
All right.
twitch.tv/BonkCushy to watch those on different days of the week.
Thank you so much, Dan.
As well as look him up on
Sick.
YouTube. The YouTube episodes are probably the most accessible.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make that gonna have them all documented on YouTube as well.
Subscribe.
All right.
It's a good format.
Got you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye, Dan. Thank
All right,
you.
see ya.
Good night.
Love you.
Thanks.
Ah.
Oh, great.
Ah.
We got
Oh,
the
I gotta
love
leave.
you,
We
too.
heard the love you
We
too.
got the
They
love you,
didn't.
too.
Thank God. That was... I hate that guy.
I love it. That was great. That was great. The
was great.
first in a many long list of
I got a
internet
long
guests,
list.
of internet guests because we now obtain that power.
The ability.
Because we did it so well this time.
We figured it out. in the end.
we just need to
figured
do
it out.
it again.
It takes one, and then you figure out, and then all the other ones are fine. So
Yeah.
we got it. Thank you, Patti.
Yeah, you figured out that J-Not can't hear the stream by J-Not saying it in the chat. And if J-Not wasn't there saying in the chat, what would have went? We don't know. But
It would have been a really bad VOD. I'll tell
But
you
it
that
happened.
much.
But it happened, and Dan was great. Dan was honestly a great person. to have as the first one.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this thing.
Right
Without
back.
skipping a beat, let's just hit some chat questions and get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. If you are in the Twitch chat and you want to ask questions, you can also do so. I will ask them at the end, but Ryan will prioritize the Twitter questions first.
Yes. So, for the Twitter questions, let's just start with one so far that Michael's back. I can say this one now. All right. So, I said that the best question on Twitter will get a signed bottle of wine from Michael Allen.
Which is fake. Not
No,
real.
I can do that.
And the first question we got was from Uma, friend of the podcast, who says, "Can I have a can of PBR signed by him instead?"
Yes.
Michael.
No. Yes, of course you can. It's cheaper too, so I'm very much down to sign a case. I was about to say a case. Can a PBR and give it to you, Tyler.
Question for the members of the podcast.
I'm a member of the
We're all
podcast.
members.
Is Uma over 21?
Yes.
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 Alright,
Yes.
just check.
Yes.
I didn't
I
know.
believe he
Didn't
was
know
at
the
the
answer.
Brockhampton concert, and I believe he didn't have an X on his hand.
Sick.
That-
That's a
close,
sick
close
way of
one.
knowing.
Yeah, that's very, very funny actually.
Pretty sure.
I don't know if that awards him the chat question award, but
No, pretty shit question.
But you know,
Yeah.
judging
Oh,
he's kind of
oh,
it's kind of
no.
a cheap option, you know.
Does that mean that he was at the 100 Gex concert?
It does.
Yes.
Yes. A lot of people weren't there for the Gex part though.
No, they did not show up.
There was a girl I was interested in at the time, and I was like, "Where are you? Why are you not here yet?" She's like, "It's Gex. I don't give a
She's
fuck."
like, loud noises.
And I bet they all do now. Now that
They
they
all do
boomed
now.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we were Gex fans at not the entry point, but like pretty damn close to before the great boom.
Stupid Horse came to my Spotify Discover thing. It was like, you like ska? This is kind of ska. And I was like,
This isn't ska, but
this
okay.
is good. And that's what I said. And I was like, this is bad. And I showed everybody else, and everyone was like, this is good.
Yeah, I gotta give credit. I was in Denver, living in Denver, and I saw on my Facebook feed Ryan post 100 Gex, clicked on it, and was like, I love this.
Yeah.
And then listened to the full album, and Eric was like, please turn that off. And then a day later, Eric was also bumping the same album.
It takes a second to get into
does,
it.
but
but
It's the Gex effect.
I was definitely like,
Listen, you all start the same thing. Stupid Horse, banger. You all love it, kind of. Then you love it for real. Then you move on to ringtone, and you're like, this is reasonable. This is fine. Then you get Money Machine. All your friends like Money Machine's the song. And you're like, it's kind of noisy, I don't know. But then it's like your 40th listen, and you're like, ooh, Money Machine! And then the rest of the album comes to you, and you're like, yep, it's all good.
Ringtone remix accessible for everyone.
It's true.
yeah, that is the most accessible, probably.
We have 100 Gex. We have a question from not necessarily a member of the Melee community, but a friend of the house. And therefore the podcast.
Okay.
Who is it?
But it's Alyssa.
Oh!
Nice.
Alyssa, friend of the podcast.
Friend of the
Yes.
podcast. Friend of the podcast.
Who will be on for the beer episode whenever that happens.
I
She
can't wait
will
to
be.
have
We will be
Did
playing.
she donate?
No.
No.
But she's gotta be on.
Yeah.
She has an
Grandfather
idea.
did.
She wants to play Mary Kay and Ashley Sweet 16 race party or whatever.
Yeah, I was handed the mic and just let her just go.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's what I do it.
Anyway, she asked, this
Oh,
is,
wait.
you know,
I'm Steven.
a very... Hand her the mic like you?
I thought you meant like give her to Mike, and then you guys can play Mary Kate and Ashley. Why do I?
It's weird how you knew my subconscious thought that.
I don't want to do that.
You're 2 for 2. Oh, is it
3
to
times
me?
now.
Is it
3
me?
times this podcast.
No, it's Mike.
Uh,
Jones got it.
Jones gotta hit it
How do
down.
you do this?
You don't
I'm
know.
not doing it.
Alright. She asked, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes. It's meat with bread, so yes,
No,
it's a
it's
sandwich.
one
No.
piece of bread.
no.
It's still bread, and it acts as something that is. would
A
be
hot
2
dog bun makes anything a hot dog. If I put
pieces. No.
if I put deli, if
That's where I
I
was
put,
going.
hear me out. If I put a bunch of ham and cheese on a hot dog bun, that is a ham and cheese hot dog.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Okay,
it
so
is.
if I walk into the
It is
airport
not
with
a
a
sandwich.
with a hot dog
Sandwich.
bun and a Glock in it, and the guy's like, "That's a gun." I'm like, "No."
You said, "No, it's a Glock dog."
It's a hot dog.
No, it's a hot dog gun.
Petty.
To which he's like, I'm sorry, sir.
If I
That
have-
is still under the gun restriction.
Get out of here.
If I have the package and I'm just dumping it in water to boil the hot dogs, those are the hot dogs. What makes a hot dog is the hot dogs.
No,
not
it
the
is a sandwich.
buns.
I'm coming around.
It's a sandwich. A hot dog
No,
is a
it's not.
Dude, if I had a hot dog bun and I put deli meats and cheese
Bro,
in it,
your
it's a sandwich.
sandwich is not connected at the end and is
It doesn't
small.
matter.
It
Sometimes they
super
are.
matters.
Is a Philly?
No,
is a
it's
sub,
super matters.
What about
A sub is a sandwich.
Is a sub a sandwich?
Sub is a sandwich.
Because it's
Because
one.
it's
It's
one
one piece
piece
of
of
bread.
bread.
At the bottom. But no,
Yeah,
that's
sub is a sandwich.
Yeah,
good
that's
argument.
right.
Yeah, that's
that's
actually
right.
a thing. You're a
Yeah.
genius.
Current subs aren't like that.
Yes, they are.
No
Yes,
one
they
does
are.
that.
I
You go to
literally have one
Obama's, they get
tonight.
Steak and cheese. And
It's
just
connected
like-
at the bottom.
Yes.
it is.
They're crazy.
It's
No,
a hot dog
It's
bun.
pretty
Every-
standard.
That's a hot dog, steak and cheese.
I think a gyro. That's very funny.
It's not
That's
a.
not
Rename
a sub.
it.
A gyro's a
Not a
sandwich.
sub.
A fucking. A wrap is a sandwich.
A wrap is a wrap.
A
It's
wrap
a
is a wrap.
sandwich.
Wrap is a wrap.
But that's a sandwich.
No, a hot dog is a
No,
hot
'cause
dog.
it's a tortilla.
But it's a sandwich.
No, that's the same thing. Yes, thank you. A wrap makes anything a wrap.
A
It
wrap is a
based-
tortilla.
I think a wrap is just
It is
subsection of
based
sandwich.
on the bread context to what the sandwich is. A sandwich is 2 pieces of bread on top of each other.
Why is that? Why does that?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If you want to call a hot dog with ham and cheese a sub, I gotta give it to you because you're right. Because the subs are connected to the bottom, but it's not a fucking sandwich.
I think a sandwich is an umbrella term, and all of these things fall under sandwich.
No.
Why can't? Why can't this? Sorry, do you mind?
No, please.
I know you've been talking a lot. So I'm
Chad just unbiased me. Why is Patty so mad right now?
So I'd say sandwiches. Any bread type implement that wraps around fillings that you can eat.
A wrap is
So
not a
lasagna's
sandwich.
It's not bread though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
But
not.
That's a
It
weird.
falls
flour,
in
it
the
doesn't mean it's bread.
in other food category.
No, it doesn't. You make bread and tortillas
On the
very
go.
similar
You
way.
think a burrito's a sandwich?
A pie. A pie is bread on bread.
Yeah, but no, because no.
You should ask
No, it is
Amelia's
cooked-
if they have any
A
sandwiches.
pie is different. I would love to do that.
Chicken sandwich.
Just because it's not generally accepted as such doesn't mean it's not a
Large
sandwich.
sandwich, please. With cheese.
I'm going, if this is an alignment chart, I'm on chaotic or whatever the top something is or whatever. I think anything can be a sandwich as long as it has a bread type thing. Not pie though. Pie doesn't count. You know what? I'm going to go as far as to say you can probably convince me that a Pop-Tart is a sandwich. I can agree with you.
I'm closer to that.
Yeah.
Where I fall in the whole thing is I'm really lame about it. It's like, listen, you can call anything anything. I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. Yeah, you can call that a sandwich? Like, I see your point. Sure. Call it a sandwich.
A hot dog is not a sandwich.
So is a hot dog a sandwich? Raise your hand if a hot dog is a sandwich.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm with
I'm
it.
down.
You guys are wrong.
I'm down.
Hot dog.
I'm down. Hot dog sandwich.
You're on the wrong side of history.
It's the rest of history, Spider-Man.
All right. Next question.
It's like
And last,
Can we go back to this question?
Last.
that was the question.
Yeah, it was.
I know. I want to go back to it.
We just answered it.
She wants one more try.
We didn't answer it. Keep going.
We have
All
to
right.
clip this and send it to her.
So Cher, one of our subs. Thank you, Cher. Cher says, how many minor annoying things can happen in a day before it becomes the literal worst day possible?
Like 2.
2? Did you say 2?
Oh, so is this person specific?
No. We all
say-
have to come up to one answer.
I'm gonna say minimum 2, but if
The
you get to
worst
5,
day
it's
ever?
absolute.
5 is no way it's
Yeah.
a good day.
What? Not a good day, but the worst day ever? That's a 10.
All right, I'm gonna give a story that just happened to me. Okay.
Hot
Is
dogs.
today the worst day ever?
So no, yesterday.
Did Michael call a hot dog a sandwich and that ruined your day?
Yesterday, quarantine living.
Ugh.
I go off to Trader Joe's
Girlfriends.
to pick up some stuff. Right? You know, me and the girlfriend got to eat. I got to buy food for me and the
No.
girlfriend. So I go to Trader Joe's. I buy the things that I need. I'm mad already because I'm like, fuck, this is a lot of stuff. I have to carry all this home. Like, this kind of sucks, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take the tea. That's going to be a little bit easier.
So that's minor
It's gonna
annoyance
get me
one, number one.
minor annoyance number one is like too much stuff. You know,
I would say
it's
too
gonna
much
be hard.
stuff and the tea is too annoying.
Yeah, tea's annoying. So I got the tea. It's the new tea. I don't know if you boys have been in the new tea.
I like the new tea.
I get in the new tea.
Lowercase now?
That's so funny. The I
It's got one more crust.
Tea, public transportation in Boston, if you don't know. But I get in the new tea, and I'm only there for 2 stops. But I cannot fucking figure out how to press the stop request
Okay,
button
so 3.
on the new tea.
Okay.
And we're pulling up to the stop,
You
and
got all your groceries.
I'm walking back and forth trying to figure it out, but just you can't. And then my dude, because it's quarantine, doesn't stop at every stop now. He just drives past the stop. And I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to figure
This is
out.
pre-groceries.
No, I have the
Oh,
groceries.
okay, good.
I'm now a stop past
That
where I'm
sucks.
going, and I'm
Yeah.
walking back and forth. I'm
And
like,
still no idea what you're doing.
no
Just
idea.
saying
And now, dude on the T intercom goes, "Please press the stop request button if you want to stop." And I'm like,
Where is it?
pass another stop, and now I'm like, fuck,
that another
dude. We passed another stop.
2 stops.
Yeah, that's another minor inconvenience for sure.
Yeah, okay. That's,
For
I'm
sure.
counting the minor
Oh,
inconvenience.
I'm 2
Sorry.
stops past of what I'm supposed to be at this point. And I'm like trying to figure out how the fuck to press the stop request button. And eventually he says it again on the microphone. And I go, "Can you just stop? I don't know how to do it on
you
this
really
new
say
team."
that?
Yes.
Oh
I'd
my
say
goodness.
this. I'm frustrated.
I
at this
wouldn't do
point.
that.
So
I would do that first time. I'd be like, where?
No, I'm just
so dude stops at the next stop. I'm mad. Right? I'm mad.
You punch him. You punch him. You punch
go
him.
up.
Oh, you're molding?
I get off the tee with my 3 grocery bags. And the second I get off the tee, the bag strap breaks.
That's 5. That's 5 minor inconveniences. That one's kind of major.
And now I have 3 heavy Trader Joe bags, one without fucking straps. And I proceed to carry it like this with the other 2 on my fingers, get about 5 to 10 feet every stop, then stop, put them down. And I'm just like so mad.
Does that follow?
Just seething every fucking time. And I make it all the way to girlfriend house, and I get in, and she's on a Zoom fucking college meeting on her thing, and I get in, and I throw all the stuff in the kitchen, and she's like, how'd it go? And I'm like, I'm never fucking doing that again. And that was my Trader Joe's story.
That's 7. And you know what? 7's a pretty good number.
And I think that at 5, I would have had a terrible day.
Dude, I was literally plotting leaving one of them in the bushes. Because I was
Going
so
back to get
fucking
it.
mad. And just going back home and then going back and getting
You
it.
couldn't underarm one of them?
I tried everything. It just was fucking killing my fingers no matter where the scenario I was in. Because it was killing my fingers previously to having straps.
Yeah. Trader
Yeah.
Joe's
This,
bags
this
historically
does
suck.
sound like a classic Patti situation.
Yeah.
Just
I'm sorry to take up the minor inconvenience story, but
Oh, I like
I
that.
haven't told that full story yet because I was still building it up after girlfriend asked me about it.
so where in that scope was
Uh-huh.
the worst day ever? Did it take you till getting back home, or like was it when the bag ripped, or when you missed the
When
stop?
the bag ripped and I realized I am now 2 stops past where I have to be and have to carry this inconvenient stuff, I was like, this is the worst day ever.
Yeah.
Like this minor inconvenience level off the fucking
That was
charts.
5. That was number 5.
Yeah, I just hit it and I was done.
So was any part of you consider getting on the other side of the T and like I'll figure it out this time?
I did, but I was so embarrassed that I wouldn't be able to stop the T again.
You don't want to take the chances.
I didn't want to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I would have been twice as mad.
You go too far past. You go 5 past the other.
If I would have went to Trader Joe's again, I would have been furious.
I guess also it's like
Could have gotten another bag.
That's so funny. Guys, this one broke.
That'd be fucking funny.
but like the beeline at least isn't like a terribly long distance, so it's not like
Yeah,
Well,
Were
at
you
least
riding
I'm
the
concerned-
66 or the B line?
the B line, C line.
C line,
Sea
yeah.
line.
C
Oh,
line.
sea line. Sea line's a little more spacey.
Oh, because that's the one over by. Yeah, right. That is the
Sea
ceiling.
line. Sea line's the better one
Way out there.
of the
Outside
of the
Allston.
lines.
Yeah.
Other than E.
Can't even imagine.
Also, Alyssa responded to that tweet.
Oh, so there's another.
Oh no, she just said the easy answer is 1.
One?
1 inconvenience and
okay.
It's the worst.
So wait, she made 2?
Abandoned ship. No, she's just saying she's answering she's answering Cher's question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And being like, oh no, this is an easy
Oh,
question.
she's part of the community now.
She is. She's interacting with the. She's a friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast.
She's in front of the pod.
Is that all the
Listen.
questions?
I would love to see a Twitch Prime. Oh, that's Dumpy.
We have one more. Throw it away. Gross. We have one more question from the chat.
That's it.
We have.
It's good. That's it.
If quarantine made you run out of food and there was no option to buy more, who would you eat first?
Out of us 4,
Not
Well-
necessarily.
I can't mess.
So you'd KMS before eating?
would you sacrifice
Someone?
yourself?
We
Or
can eat
killing
them.
one of you guys, yeah.
So let's say we're in the dark ages and like the world is a hellhole.
Yeah,
And it's like-
if that was the case.
No. I'm saying obviously it's bad now, but imagine it's what's that movie?
300.
We have
Road Warrior.
Matrix.
Road Warrior.
one day to kill everyone in the world.
Road Warrior.
Oh,
They did-
fucking Ready Player One.
Plague the
No,
Purge.
It's
The Purge.
I kind of wanted to be Road Warrior.
Road Warrior is a great movie.
Imagine every day is the
Fury Road
purge.
is better than that.
No food is open.
Absolutely.
What is your plan to live? Maybe beyond who would you eat first?
Install locks on our doors.
Who would I plan to eat first?
How do you live in the chaotic new world where there's a disease outside that you may die from, but there's no food in your home?
So, I owned the zombie survival guide when I was a youngster.
Okay.
So I've
Me too.
Did you really? So first step, take out the stairs. Bust them in. Find a heavy object, break the stairs so nobody
Really?
can get up the stairs. Yes. That means we're safe.
I have a question before this happens. Are there zombies?
No, but I mean,
Doesn't
people,
matter. Are they fast zombies?
Right.
Or
It's
slow
just like-
zombies?
maybe the zombie movies were all portraying a real life scenario that could happen.
It's like a thing about
Maybe you could become a zombie if you were that hungry.
It's true. So the second.
Dun dun.
If I was a zombie, I would simply be called Rob Zombie.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, you have
I
a
think-
successful career off.
I think there's a good chance I might just get taken care of.
You're out.
Someone's gonna kill
Wait,
you.
like somebody's going to take care of you or somebody's going to kill you?
No, like I would have a job in that scenario.
Government.
Oh, the
Yeah.
govd.
He's your Chris Redfield.
I'll piggyback.
No, the government doesn't have jobs in the crazy purge world.
Dude, in Crazy Purge World, government still works.
No way.
No way.
Well, no, I think Ted's saying he's in a
A higher position.
he's in a theater somewhere watching the show.
Really
Ted's invited to the government party.
I don't know how
I think
high
it's-
level you are in comparison
No,
to.
but the thing is that they still are gonna try. They would still try and do everything they could until they couldn't. You know what I mean?
Well, the government's mandating it. Is the thing. That's the purge thing.
Yeah, that is.
The purge is saying like it'd be your job to even like tell us like yeah it's purge time.
I've seen 20.
For instance, the
Like-
government is like, everyone stay home for 2 weeks. We're not gonna have police
Well, we already
or
tried that.
anything, and this is what's gonna happen.
And all crime is legal because we have to say that for some reason.
Yeah, you don't have to say that.
Why would you say
Well, I
that?
mean,
Why would you?
That's not the point of the movie.
I know,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's still like fuck shit up. Take your
Get
anger
it,
out.
Fuck 'em up!
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. In that scenario, I'm proposing the Mr. Heat plan.
Which is what? We watch
Watch
people make
Five
hamburgers?
Nights.
I'm proposing.
Nice, dude.
I'm proposing we claim heat
We what?
We claim heat
Why?
to eat?
to eat.
We eat
Why?
heat?
If we are eating human beings and we are at that
He doesn't
point,
live here.
You're vegan.
he's in Allston.
It does-
Meat's different, dude.
People is
eat
different.
People. We'll get you some.
Mr. Heat is people!
I think us four can A, figure out where Mr. Heat lives. B,
I know where he
kill
lives.
Mr. Heat and then bring him back home easily as possible.
He's close-ish, right?
Yeah, and then if we're eating humans,
We're eating heat.
like I think Heat's the guy
Why do you think that?
because we know where he is.
Yeah, that's why.
And,
You fucking scumbag.
I think.
and he didn't wear a mask when I saw him at Garlic
true?
Lemons one time. I saw
Oh, yeah,
him
we
at Garlic
talked about
Lemons.
this.
He didn't wear a mask.
All I'm saying, the second there's even, if there's any trouble at all,
Wait, no, he's positive for COVID. We can't eat him.
is that true? Oh,
We
I
can't
was
eat
so
him.
tainted
If
meat.
he's not wearing a mask in public.
If the next time there's anything remotely like this, if I see like a fucking trending Twitter or something, eating the neighbor, it's over. If there's even a brownout, I'm going over there. I'm gonna sock him, I'm gonna drag his body.
Crackhead lady?
No, absolutely not. I don't want what she has. I'm dragging him in. I'm gonna.
But I am killing her.
Oh, for sure, for sport. If there was, honestly, God, this is a bad thing to say. If the purge was for real,
No.
and they were causing any sorts of trouble,
I think we kill our neighbors.
oh wait,
I think
that's, I
the
was
people
saying
in
really
this
loud.
building are the first to go.
What
It's
are
like
those
we gotta,
guys?
we
We
gotta,
like those guys.
we work with them.
Yeah, they are homies.
People
Ah,
there
they're
and
done.
people below go. Yeah, they're easy to kill.
Yeah, there's no discrimination. In fact, I lure them in with a false sense of
Just as
security.
easy for them to get us though.
Yeah, they won't.
Come to our potluck. Fucking-
You're the pot.
Yo.
Luck. No, but you're unlucky.
I
Anyway,
think what we do really as a group, as we've all seen zombie movies.
The Purge.
This is a zombie movie. We're gonna go.
28 weeks later.
We're gonna go to our favorite bar. Head to the model. All the models gonna be there, and we're all gonna make a model gang.
So we shack up at the model.
And we're gonna fuck up these people as a model gang.
Yeah.
Sully's
That's a pretty
bouncing
good
the
plan.
apocalypse.
Who's gonna come in and
At
kill
the door,
us?
just punch
If
the zombie.
someone's there, say like, sorry, right capacity. You can't. Sorry. Or even with guns, like, I want to kill those people, and it's like, dude,
That's
Right capacity.
Sully just outside model with a shotgun. Sorry, we're at capacity.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Very polite.
There's a line.
Alex is peeking his head out.
that's it. Out of here. Go.
Take smoke breaks. They still come out.
Go to Deep Alum. Go.
That would be the model's worst plan. Is that the amount of smoke breaks that would have to happen?
No, you're smoking inside. You're smoking inside so fast.
That's just that one Simon Pegg movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
World's End or whatever it is?
That's
Oh, okay, cool.
Good job. Good job.
I was
didn't say
there
that.
with you.
It's pretty obvious, I thought.
Yeah, it's actually just the
No.
plot of
Well,
the
that's why I said it.
Well, I have one final chat question that comes from me,
Are you
and,
in chat?
and honestly, it's kind of
Why does it get
super
around?
niche, and I don't think a lot of people will get it except for us.
Perfect
But-
question.
But did you guys see that Dan got canceled? Friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
word about
oh.
Are we gonna bring this up?
I
Fuck it.
saw.
None of our audience.
You know, I almost brought
if
it
our
up when we
audience
were talking about
overlaps, then
Oh,
that's what they're
okay.
there for.
A lot of close friends of Dan, from what I've heard, have also cut ties.
Really?
Yep.
I haven't caught up with recently. I saw his like apology and stuff, but
Weak ass.
I guess
I didn't see his apology.
the point is that for those who aren't aware, we have a friend, and in the past, and not in like the
Who's
distant past,
Twitter famous?
Yeah, whatever. But like
That's part of it.
like maybe like 4 years ago was saying really sus shit like constantly.
Very bad shit.
Yeah, very like not like definitely shit I would not be friends with. Like bad shit. And it all kind of surfaced up recently, and I kind of assumed it all blew over because I stopped seeing it.
But he deleted his account.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he deleted his Twitter.
Who would delete your account after making a mistake? That's crazy. Or like,
I think that's why I almost actually brought it up.
or like change your name or something. Insane.
Forrest did that.
I think that was obvious.
I was referencing Patti, but it's fine.
Did that happen?
It was a good run.
Oh!
Good times.
Classic. But yeah, I mean,
It was a good run.
it was. I did see that, and he was a shithead, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting to see someone that close to us get that bombarded in a way.
Yeah, that was weird.
There was, when it happened, I was like, "This is wild."
How'd you hear about this?
I'm gonna follow this along.
Okay.
It was definitely got us on that early, or if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Both her and Kia were like, guys, you gotta fucking
Yeah, I
this.
saw that, and then saw kind of the blowback from it, and then from trying to find his Twitter again, saw that like people so unassociated to it were tweeting about it. Just like, who the fuck is this, Twitter account name, and why the fuck am I seeing him all over my timeline? That was weird to be like, oh, this is someone that we interacted with as much. I don't know.
It's weird that we only really know him IRL though.
Yeah.
And
we
we've
don't
only
know.
known him for the past like 6 months, maybe
even less than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that the dude who got me my most popular tweet is now being canceled. No, I'm joking.
Are you sad, Patti? I'll never hit it ever again.
But yeah, bummer. Also, just don't be a shithead. And if you apologize for it, just apologize. It just was a weak. It was a very weak, not well written apology.
It wasn't an apology.
So tying into the earlier subjects, just so you know, you fuck up, you apologize, and either the people you fucking offended are
cool with that or not.
Or cool with it.
And it's totally cool if they're not. Because you did it.
Yep, you fucked up.
Yep.
All in all, say whack shit. You deserve to get whatever gets come at you.
Get whacked for whack shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not sorry about it in any way.
Yeah,
That's like super whack.
I'm sorry if you were offended.
And that is our take on on Dan, as well as the Florida melee people.
Not Bonk.
Bonk's
And
Bonk. Oh yeah, not
down
Bonk.
with Bonk.
Yeah, different Dan.
In case that wasn't apparent.
That's so funny.
Not Bonk.
This
Anyway, that
do it?
was that's a good note to end on. But
Nah, sorry.
Hey,
we had nothing else.
you're curious. We're out of here.
Yeah. This has been the Allston Melee podcast.
It has. Sign up for AMANO whenever that goes live.
It'll have Smurfs apparently, and,
Maybe.
and there'll be money for Smurfs, maybe.
Yep.
We'll see.
Cool.
Sweet. Thanks for watching.
Bye guys. Woo! Follow, subscribe, and like, and all that.
Suicide.